This is WTF Nation Radio.
come on out. 1965, them boys were called upon. Some fist fighting cowboys in them jungles of Vietnam. I'm an airborne man, baby. Drop me anywhere you please. Yeah, I'm one mean motherfucker. Don't you never double cross me. 19 years old, doing the bidding for Uncle Sam. Desert boots strapped on my feet, machine gun in my head. I'm an airborne man, baby. Drop me anywhere you please. Y'all, I'm one mean motherfucker. Don't you never double cross me. Come on now. Across my fist, 800 more, and I'm gonna pluck one in your chest. I'm an airborne man, baby. Drop me anywhere you please. Y'all, I'm one mean motherfucker. Don't you never double cross me. I'm a mean motherfucker, so don't you never double cross me.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
Please enjoy the show. Shots.
Hey, everybody, we back. We back. It's the 3rd of July. It's the last night that some people in this country are going to have all 10 of their fingers. Think about that. Hell yeah. Welcome to fucking U.S. Army WTF Moments, WTF Nation Radio. I am Radar. Welcome to the Smoke Pit. We are here. Oh, God. We're going to make it quick tonight. And TZ has some stuff. She's got some stuff she's dealing with, so she is out for tonight. We'll make it a quick show, and every time I say that, we go for fucking 3 hours. So we'll try not to do that. But my wife's at work, and my kids are all gone, and I don't know what to do if I could. I should know exactly what I'm going to do. I just have to do. Hey, good evening, David Cunningham, Phil Leach, what's going on? It is Tits McSqueezy. How you guys doing? I want to appreciate everyone for being here. Austin, thanks for being here. I know it ain't Bliss, but hey, I'm glad you're here, buddy. Thanks for being here. Fucking everyone's showing up, man. Hey, so 4 hours. We're doing 4 hours. We could. I'm gonna need some help. I'm gonna need some beers if I'm gonna do 4 hours. Hey, it's a fucking 96, man. So thanks for being here. Don't fucking get too dumb yet. You guys got some time. Keep your fingers, your toes. Don't get any DUIs just yet. The strippers will be there fucking tomorrow. They'll still be there. Red, white, and blue spangled titties. Fuck yeah, man. Shit yeah, buddies. Hey, so real quick, how about that election now? Shit, man. Oof. It's just getting deep. That's all I'm gonna say on it. So, I hope you guys all enjoy the debate the other night and the debates that have been going on since. And we'll fucking leave that at that. So let's just celebrate our country being so fucking awesome right now. Not paying attention until they went, fuck yeah, dude. That's the way to do it, man. That's the way to do it. So, and I don't even know who's going to win. I don't even care who wins at this point. I'm ready for it to, I'll just go mute. Yeah, no shit, huh? So, you know what? The problem is they don't give a fuck about us, so why should I give a fuck about them? So, that's all I'm going to say on it. So I threw out a call last week if you had some like hobby stuff that you guys do, to send it in. And wait for Musa to get here. He'll be here soon. They all do. David Cunningham's right. They all need replaced. Fuck yeah, they do. They all do. And that's not just like the two at the very top of the tickets. There's a lot of people that need fucking done. What's going on, Sports Bar? It's our nation's birthday tomorrow, buddy. Coach's Freedom Boner is on Viagra. Nice. Ride that shit all night. All night. Did you get it from the VA? Are you service connected for your boner issue? That'd be a problem. Speaking of service connected from the VA, man, I am all kind of fucked up today. I had a CMP exam. So, I don't know who needs to know this. But if you are service connected for hemorrhoids, if you're not, you should be. But they changed the rating criteria for hemorrhoids, and no longer is it 0%. A lot of veterans got 0% for hemorrhoids. Well, the minimum now for it is 10 or 20. So if you have hemorrhoids and you're service connected for hemorrhoids, it is at least 10, if not 20%. But you have to go and get a new exam and apply for an increase. For me, that's a bump between 80 and 90. So I might as well get it. Phil said he got a new job offer today. Good job, buddy. Safety inspector for my local Corps of Engineers. I am the law. Dude, that's awesome. That's great. Good for you. Dave said I stayed single until I got married. Yes, most people do that. What was that? Holly, did you say that? Holly hung up my American flag yesterday. I'm literally the only person in the entire city with a flag. It's bizarre to me, and I have active duty families on both sides of me. That's nuts. That's nuts to me. We have the flag up, and my wife, we call them flag swags. I don't know what they're actually called, but you know, like the little roundels that people put like on like the floats and shit, and like presidents have them like on their balconies and shit. We have those on our fence in front of our house. That's our flag swags. Tomorrow, actually, you know what? I have to work tomorrow because Weed doesn't know that it is a holiday. So I have to go in and take care of my plants tomorrow at work. But I'm going to work a short shift, but I'm almost done at the weed farm. So anyway, Austin says, Phil, please build a dam or lake control measure that actually works and has a mapped out coordinated system, preferably NAD 83. Nice. I don't know what any of that means. Boeing needs some new inspectors. No fucking shit, David Cunningham. They need to fucking do something, man, because they are fucked up. I spent my first tour as an inspector actually on a Boeing product on the 46, the made by Boeing Vertol, CH-46. Anyway, yeah, they Boeing is fucking oof. Their QA department is going down the shithole. There's some, but you know what? It's got us some pretty funny fucking memes. I will give them that. So thanks, Boeing, for that. Are they part of the strike going on? Oh man, I don't know. I didn't even know there was a strike. Is there a strike going on at Boeing? That's a name I try not to say. Seems a bit dangerous. Yeah, Buck Holly's right. Better lock my door so I can come knocking on that motherfucker. I don't know. Is Boeing on strike? I better look. I don't have my co-pilot here. I have to look myself. Google, is Boeing on strike? The strike could determine the future of aviation. Wow, I didn't know that. Huh. Clock is taking on Boeing's 32,000 strong union negotiates to save the company from itself, even if it takes a costly strike. Wow. Wow. Mail and UPS or something? The live ones aren't. Yeah, no shit. I didn't know that the Boeings was owned by the Clintons. If you have information about either one, you fucking get fucked up. Yeah, Boeing has. I've heard that too, David, that Boeing has contracted most of their work out, which honestly, I'm torn on unions, okay? I'm a history guy. We've went through this, a little bit. I'm a historian. And I see how unions in the progressive area, like the late 1890s, 1900s, early 1900s, till honestly about the Second World War, I'll give them that, really did a whole lot for bringing on change when it comes to the 40-hour work week and overtime and all that stuff, child labor laws. Health and safety regulations, all that stuff. And I appreciate unions for doing such a thing, right? And I'm not trying to discount the stuff that they had done for the working person in America. Now, since the UAW strike and the other kind of, the Screen Actors, like Screen Actors Guild, I get that. SAG-AFTRA, whatever, AFTRA, I get that one. I like that one. I think that they were completely in the right for having a strike. And I think that there are conditions in which you strike, right? The UAW screwed the pooch. And they screwed a lot of companies, and they screwed the economy by their actions. So, and there are companies now, there are workers now that are paying that price. Because when, we all knew about the big three UAW strikes, but so did like John Deere. John Deere went on strike at the same time as the UAW, and they are basically moving the majority of their operations to Mexico. They can no longer afford to operate in the United States. So, I mean, we praise that. I think workers should get paid more, and I think that corporate profits are bad. Bad. You know what I mean? Like, I think they're out of control. Like, how many teachers go on strike? The fucking teachers union needs to go on strike. Those are people that need to go on strike because they're making fucking peanuts. But you look at some of these people that work for fucking Ford and GM that are making like fucking $180,000 a year, and they're still fucking shit up, and they can't get fired because they're tenured. Like, come on, there are some real problems with the UAW, right? But yeah, the teachers unions, absolutely, they're getting hosed, and they don't fucking get nothing. David, you're 100% right. Teachers deserve more. Teachers 100% deserve more. And like I said, there are unions that need to go on strike. There are unions that need to fight for their workers and fight for things because there are some workers in this country that are being treated unfairly while the corporations make record profits. But the UAW is not one of them. Period. So, Austin says put schools back in the hands of the state. I'm going to say no. And this is why. Okay, South Dakota basically dictates everything for the school board, right? Schools, right? The local boards have some say in things, right? But South Dakota teacher pay is like 49th in the nation or some shit, right? Our pay is atrocious. And that's from the state. That's from the state. The benefits are mediocre at best, and the fucking pay is atrocious. I mean, the starting pay is like $26,000 a year. You're better off, honestly, like around me. There are teachers that accept positions at the school district in my town, and we are full of affluent retirees, right? And so, teacher out of college, $26,000, $27,000 a year. Then they need to order. You cannot touch a house in this town for under $250,000. Period. If you are lucky, you may find a trailer house that needs work. You're going to pay $150 for it and $500 a month lot rent. You cannot rent in this town right now. You cannot rent a place. You cannot rent a place for under $1,500 a month. Period. And so how are you going to get? We have teachers come in, accept positions, realize I can't find anywhere to fucking live here, and then fucking turn it in. Our middle school is short like 3 teachers in like 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. Land prices are fucking ridiculous around in Spearfish, in my town. If you want to go live in the fucking BFE middle of nowhere, it's great. You can get fucking 60 acres for I saw this joint. It's about an hour north of me, and it was 60 acres for $59,000. It's cheaper just to live in your car. Absolutely, it is. There's towns that aren't that far away that actually, if somebody were to move here, if someone got a job like because like the city, like the cops pay like $50,000 a year here, give or take. It's like $33 an hour, so like $60,000 a year for a starting police officer. But there's nowhere for him to live. Sheriff's deputy, same thing. I tell you to go live in fucking Wyoming, which is 17 miles down the road. 17 miles down the road, you can get a house for about $85,000. It's not very nice, but it's still a house. But yeah, fucking teacher, administrators get fucking $300,000. How much overtime? How much overtime for what? Buc-ee's doesn't have mold in the bathrooms. That's right. You know what? Every Buc-ee's that I've been in 3 of them, 3 different Buc-ee's. And they're all way nicer than any fucking barracks room I ever had. Yeah, the military qualified for WIC. How fucking shitty is that? How shitty is that? Now, flip side of that. At what pay grade does that stop, do you think? Is that like E5 and below, you think? Quit qualifying for a WIC. If you have one kid, if you are married, if you are in the military, right? We'll just say you're an E5 sergeant. Okay? You have one wife, one kid. Does that still qualify for WIC? We'll say under 5 years or 4 years. 5 years, whatever. They get first contract. Do you think that would still... Prevent companies from owning residential homes and find out... Yes! That, Musa. Prevent companies from owning residential homes and find out how the prices go down. Here is short-term rentals. Here is short-term rentals. Wow, Phil says E7. So E6 and below qualify for WIC with one kid. And that is right, Davers. It depends on your cost of living allowance and where you're at. I will agree with that. If you are in fucking Fort Raymond, Alaska, or some shit like that, it's probably cheaper than if you're in fucking California, if you're at Fort Irwin or something. But, okay, so around here is short-term rentals. And there's actually a push. There's a push around here to drastically, like almost double the property taxes on short-term rentals. Holly knows an E6 that qualifies in Clarksville. But how many kids though, Holly? Is that just one kid? One wife, one kid? One spouse, one kid? Like, because I know like you always have that like Mormon E6 who's got like 20 fucking kids and like 2 wives. They just want to tell like a man about or some shit. What I'm fucking talking shit like I don't have 8 kids, but whatever. Where I'm at is all about renting to college students. Here too, I live across the street from the college, Davers. Across the street, I can look out my front. 3 kids, 1 wife. Yeah, I can kind of see where he would qualify for that then. But yeah, it's across the fucking street, and you still like if you're a college kid trying to rent an apartment here, you have to get like 4 roommates, and you guys got to share like a 2-bedroom place. COLA is a bullshit. Junior soldiers should get more than BEH. They live in crap places and wonder why bad things happen to them. Absolutely. Sorry, Major Lee. Absolutely. And here's the thing that fucking pisses me off about all that, okay, is you go to fucking base housing, good fucking base housing, and you find senior staff sergeant, sergeant first classes, fucking sergeant majors, and first sergeant shit living in fucking base housing, and you got some fucking specialist with a wife and a kid who can't get into fucking base housing, right? So they have to go fucking live out in town, and their fucking BAH covers 50% of their fucking rent, not covering their fucking utilities, not covering anything else, right? Yeah, keep base housing. Fuck yeah, dude. Base housing is fucking ridiculous. Base housing is fucking... And then half the time, the fucking base housing is dog shit anyway. I've always wondered why they didn't take some of those when they redid all those... And this is back in the day. Okay, this is back when I was in. This is back when I was active duty back in like 06, 07, 08 time frame. And they were redoing all those fucking barracks, right? They were taking the old shitty barracks, and they were making them like basically 2-room apartments, basically the standard of living now. And I always wondered why they didn't take some of those and make like a 2-room apartments and have those like for like enlisted soldiers, their wife and kid. You know what I mean? Redo some of those buildings or build that kind of, they got to build a house. Why don't you have fucking apartments? Put on base apartments. We don't have room for, why the fuck not? Supply and demand and pay for quality maintenance workers. But they're all fucking privately owned. They're all about making that money. It's all about making that money. So they fucking, base housing should not be about making money. Base housing should be about fucking providing housing for our enlisted soldiers. Base housing should be about housing our enlisted soldiers. Notice I said enlisted soldiers. I'm not even entirely sure that you should include officers in that. I think if you're going to have officer housing on base, it should be completely separate. Or 100% luck of the fucking draw, baby. You put your name in fucking hat, clackety clack, boom. Oh, you get this house on whatever, General Pershing Way. 3505 General Pershing Way. And as of that, you might fucking be a PFC or you might be a fucking 2-star, baby. You're in the same goddamn house. That'd be fucking awesome. Then watch shit get fixed. 100%. No, get that fucking general that big ass mansion on the fucking, fuck that. That might be a fucking PFC. Next to the impact area. Yes. Fuck them. They gotta live in a fucking trailer park outside of fucking base where they fucking live. They got enough fucking money. Fuck that. And then they're going to retire, somehow still get 100%, fucking polishing their Bronze Stars because they never fucking left the fucking Cobb. Fuck that. They built houses on clay mountains in Dahlonega, Georgia for Porter Village. Yeah. Toss the officers. Fuck them right, dude. They make enough fucking money. Fuck them, dude. Fuck all them officers. Make them go fucking drive their fucking Beamers and Mercedes to their fucking trailer park out in town in Fayetteville or some shit. Base housing on Pendleton is nice now, it's just not enough. And you know what? That's always been a problem, David. And I'm sure you remember. Like, there's never been enough base housing. Ever. Yeah, fuck those Karen officer wives. Yeah, if they fucking lived out in fucking Fayetteville, they wouldn't have to fucking come on the post and fuck with people. Yeah, fuck that, dude. Officers shouldn't get clothing allowance and shouldn't get more than a PV2 gets in BH. I don't hate it. Yeah, I don't know. I'll think about it. I think that they should. I think I subscribe to this. I think everybody should get the BAH. I think everyone should get the same BAH. I think there should be a with dependent and without dependent rate per installation, right? Because there are installations in this country that are more expensive to live at than the others, right? But I think that, okay, if you are a E4, E5, okay, if you are a specialist, buck sergeant, sergeant first class even, okay, all the way up to fucking colonel, the apartment is the same fucking price, right? Your apartment is the same fucking price. Your rent is the same. You don't get a fucking discount at the fucking electric company because you're a fucking private. You know what I mean? Your fucking electric bill is going to be the same. In fact, in reality, the fucking private's going to pay more for electricity, and the private's going to pay more for natural gas because they're going to have a less efficient fucking home because they can't afford a nice fucking place. So you're dicking them even more. But if you give everybody, if you say, okay, if you are at Bragg or Liberty or the fuck it's called now, if you're at Bragg, we'll go to Pendleton because I know the name of Pendleton and I'm not going to fuck it up. You live at Camp Pendleton, California. Okay, you're stationed there. All right, Oceanside's fucking expensive. San Diego, all that whole area is fucking expensive, right? BAH is, we'll say, $3,100 a month. And that don't fucking matter if you're a colonel or a private or anywhere in between. Period. You live out in town, you get X amount of money. Throw rent control at base housing if you don't want to fuck with BAH and they can all afford the place. Keep these civilian landlords off post. There should be, absolutely, Austin, there should be no fucking civilian landlords on post. If you are on United States government property, the federal government should own and maintain those fucking those homes. If they want to contract out the maintenance, yes, but they should not contract the ownership. Yeah, $3,100 a month figured out. Absolutely. And you can adjust fire on that. If you're somewhere expensive like Southern California, because hold on a minute. I'm not going to say you didn't ask to get sent there, right? Most people who go to fucking these bases okay, we all know how the military works for asking, but I'm just saying, if you go to, say, Hawaii, right? You're at Schofield Barracks, okay? And shit's expensive there. It's a fucking gallon of milk at Schofield Barracks, like fucking $22 or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, the few times I've been to Hawaii, shit's so fucking expensive, I couldn't hardly afford it. Right? So, yeah, give them more for BAH than fucking someone at Bliss. Or somebody at fucking Benning. Right? You made bank in Hawaii, and you said, I bet, dude. I bet. Especially, were you living on base? Did you have on-post housing? Oh, yeah, when you saved on, I mean, especially when you deployed. Yeah, if you could deploy for fucking Hawaii, fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Happy Compromise. So then getting high-ass repair bills, do like an HOA, do like $50 a month, all repairs included, higher company repairs. Here's the thing. No. Fuck that. No, fuck that. If you're on base, you shouldn't pay for fucking dick. You don't get any BAH. Maybe you get comrades, right? Maybe you get your BAS, right? But what I'm saying is you don't fucking get BAH or you give your BAH back. Well, I don't know how the fuck they do it now. It used to be before you didn't get BAH. And I don't know what they do now. Someone was saying they give you a BAH, but you got to fucking pay it to these people. I don't fucking know how that works. They ain't fucking none of my business. But if that's how it's going to fucking work, right? You live on fucking base, the federal government should own it. Whether it be the fucking, if you're in the Army, you're on Army base, you're on Army installation, boom. Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. Austin, have you seen the base repairs? I'll show you the clear tape and paint over the cracks. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. David says TDY to Hawaii for a couple weeks and make money. Yes. Yes. Fuck yeah, dude. I fucking love Hawaii too. Hawaii's so fun. But that's what I'm saying. Like, why the fuck are we like in this fucking situation where we are paying these fucking companies, right? And then you get shit in return. It'd be different if we got something nice in return, right? Okay, you're going to pay all this rent money to these motherfuckers, but you're going to have a nice housing. Yeah. The Payton military base housing is more lead than was used in World War II. I fucking believe it. They should absolutely, David, it should include utilities and cable TV. And fucking it should include BA8 or it should include all basic utilities to include internet. Internet today is 100% a necessary utility, just as important as electricity or natural gas. Internet especially if you are active duty military, if you are active duty, or we'll say guard and reserve, if you are a fucking person with children, if you are all of the things, internet is fucking a necessity, right? But especially if they're going to require you to get fucking to do your correspondence courses and do your fucking distance learning, all that fucking bullshit, you're going to be expected to do that in your own home, in your time off, but you got to pay for the fucking internet. Why does the USAF get substandard housing pay when living in Army installation? Because we have substandard fucking housing? Everybody, and this is the thing. There is nobody in the military, lieutenant colonel or below, who doesn't think that we have substandard living, right? We all know this. Every swinging dick who's ever lived in any fucking barracks, we all know that this is fucking shitty housing. So David said he's currently on at Fort Knox TDY and needed to pay for internet in a room. Yeah, that should just be fucking included. If I go stay at a fucking Holiday Inn Express, I could go stay at a fucking shithole hotel. I stay in a lot of hotels. I stay in about 10 to 12 hotels a year. Probably more than that. Conservatively, a dozen hotels a year. Okay? Every fucking single one gives me a card when I check in that says, here is the code for our internet. Period. Every fucking single one. Why is that not a fucking thing? The government can't pay for fucking internet now? Fuck them. Fuck that. Or you're saying at some fucking privately owned place too, aren't you? It's like the fucking Army Inn or some shit now, right? It's not even fucking. I went to stay. We were down Carson. We were down in and I was gonna stay there on base. And it's like it's like a Hampton Inn or some shit now. It's the same fucking room that I stayed in when I retired out of Carson. When I got medically retired out of Fort Carson. Okay, I was on the Wounded Warrior program. They sent me down there to get medically retired. Okay. They sent me from Raleigh to Carson because Carson was closer to my home wrecker. Okay. I went down there when I got retired. They gave me all my fucking shit. I went down there to out process. I stayed in one of the shittiest fucking rooms I've ever stayed in my fucking life at Fort Carson. And now it's owned by like fucking Hampton Inn or some shit. Same fucking building, probably the same fucking rooms. But it's like $119 a night. Like, fuck you. I ain't fucking staying there. I'll stay out in town. Where it's nice. Maybe they have internet, maybe they don't. I don't fucking know. But either way, I was pretty fucking pissed off by that whole situation. Anyway, back to the story. But yeah, they should fucking, the internet should be fucking free on base. Period. Even if you live in the barracks. Why is the internet not free? Put in fucking Wi-Fi, dude. Come on. Don't fuck around. Put in wireless, dude. Fuck it. The only time I've been somewhere on military installation and had to pay for internet that I wasn't mad about was fucking when we were in Iraq. When I was actually factually in Iraq and we had to pay fucking satellite internet. Period. That was it. Only time I wasn't mad about it. But anyway, yeah, dude, that's some fucking bullshit. I'll stomp that fucking shit in the ground, dude. Fort Jackson fixed themselves from last time I attended ALC to SLC, run down to Hilton room level standard. You know what? And here's the thing. And like, one of the jobs I had when I first got out is I worked at a hotel. I worked at a casino hotel. Our hotel is attached to a casino here in Deadwood. Okay. Our operating cost per room, if it was occupied, in order to pay the housekeeper and average of electricity and all that shit, was $19 a night. That's how much it cost to rent out that room. That was the laundry soap. That was the toiletries that were in the room. And this was a chain hotel. This is a nice place. I'm not saying it wasn't like some mom and pop run Super 8. It was a fucking nice place, right? Less. I think now I talked to a friend of mine that works there now. It's like $22 a night now. $22 a night is what it costs. And that's if the room is occupied. If the room is not occupied, the cost of the room goes down considerably to like $7 a night or some shit. Then that's enough to basically keep the heat on. And that is an average. That counts what it costs to clean the pool and heat the pool and serve breakfast and all the other shit. Okay? Hotels are, once they're built, are exceptionally cheap to operate. So why in the fuck do we not have that kind of level of, I'm not asking, okay, if you live in the barracks, yeah, fucking thanks, Austin. Go take a shit, buddy. Pound whiskey and then tend the brisket you're smoking. Hey, fucking have a good weekend, buddy. Whiskey and fucking brisket. That sounds amazing. Hey, thanks for being here, buddy. Be here next week, too. We're here every fucking Wednesday. Anyway, back to the story. There is no fucking reason, dude, that these rooms shouldn't be fucking nice and kept up to like a Holiday Inn fucking standard, right? I'm not even saying you got to have fucking housekeeping. I really think one of the best discipline, I'm not saying, not ways to discipline a soldier. That's not what I'm saying. One of the best ways to instill discipline into a soldier, sailor, airman, or Marine, is to give them their own space and have them keep it clean. Okay? There's a certain level of personal accountability that you have when you have your own barracks room. Okay? I think, this is me, this is Radar, I believe that every single soldier should have their own bedroom. How about actually mentoring counsel? Absolutely. Absolutely. We should do that. But to show you actually care about 100%, you should take, okay, you take new private, comes from AIT to your unit. Hey, Sergeant Radar, I'm here. Yeah, I have my own room in the Marine Corps too. And then you parked a fucking motorcycle in it. You're part of the reason they don't have fucking nice rooms, dick. Good job. My room's a fucking mess too. But you should take new private and show them how to do the things, right? And how to fucking live their life. That's part of your job as an NCO. You should take care of them as their first line leader. You should show them around. You should embrace them and fucking help out. You should do all of the things to make these people whole, right? To turn them into, to mold them into the future leaders that they should be. Phil said the new ones built on Hood and Lejeune are actually really nice. They're split 1 per room and 2 per head, 4 per common room. Yeah, that's how a lot of them are. Yes, teach them how to handle finances and just help them, that's just keep them in the barracks and get mad when they destroy things. Yeah, absolutely. That's a good one. We should do that. But not to be mentored, to be recommended for promotion. I think that should be a bullet on your NCOER. Teach them how to do their own taxes. Okay, hey, I'm going to say this right now. Everyone gives the Marine Corps shit about being fucking retarded, right? Everyone, and if you see the scarlet flag next to me, the fucking Eagle Globe and Anchor on it, I was a Marine for my first 5 years in the military, okay? Now, the very first fucking thing I did as a Marine, you go through boot camp, and then you get Eagle Globe and Anchor, and you finally get called Marine, right? No longer recruit, you're a Marine. One of the first fucking things I did was math for Marines as an MCI, as a correspondence course. And you learn how to do your fucking financials and shit. That's one of the very first things the fucking Marine Corps does. One of the very first fucking things. Before I left San Diego, before I left MCRD San Diego, they had us do it there in our fucking squad bay. And the fucking drill instructors were walking around like they have like a week and they're no longer, now they're a staff sergeant. Instead of being drill instructor, staff sergeant, so-and-so. Now they're staff sergeant, so-and-so, right? Yeah, Daddy NCO going around teaching you how to do these things. When your first interactions with an actual Marine after fucking boot camp is your drill instructor showing you how to do things like your taxes and fill out a budget and do these fucking very basic tasks, right? Where did that fucking go, right? And I'm not saying that every fucking buck sergeant should have to sit down with his fucking fire team and fucking get their shit done. I'm not saying that. But you do. You have to mentor these kids. You have to remember how many of these fucking kids come in as privates or specialists, right? And they've never lived on their own. They've never had to do their own taxes. Most of them never had their own bank account. Or if they did, it wasn't one that they monitored. You know what I mean? It was like, it's like my fucking kid. My son graduated and 2 weeks later was on a fucking plane to Fort Leonard Wood. I taught him how to fucking balance a checkbook, but I was the exception, not the rule. I don't know how many fucking kids graduate high school and don't know how to fucking balance a checkbook or write a check. They don't teach them that in school. Parents take it for granted. Then they send them out, and then, hey, Soren, you got this kid. He's bouncing fucking checks all over the place. He didn't fucking know how they work. He doesn't know to check his account. He doesn't know how to budget his fucking money. Well, it's not my problem. Fuck yeah, it is. You're supposed to be his fucking mentor. You're supposed to sit him down and help him with things. Hey, private, why the fuck are you spending $800 a month on OnlyFans subscriptions or whatever? Navy used to require a financial class before they classed up for a while. Yes. Yeah, in Pensacola, when we were down there for A school, like the Navy had to do like things like that to class up, right? In order to get a fucking pass to go out in town, they had to fucking do like a budget and shit. They had to show them how to do it. How many do you think would actually pay to be mentored and guided to be successful for an next promotion? You know what? I think that should be a thing. Yeah, OnlyFans, 21st century problems, right? Our Major League, 100%. Yeah, they should do that. They 100% should do that. You should be able to take your kid, and I'm not saying like there's a fine line between babysitting and not. And anybody who's worn stripes fucking knows that. You don't need to micromanage your kids, your privates. You just got to make sure them privates are cleanly shaven. Know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Everyone knows what I mean, right? Like you could take your soldiers and you fucking, like, you mold them a little bit. You got to clean them up, right? Their parents did a certain amount. High school did a certain amount. Drill instructors did a certain amount. They learn a certain amount of AIT. And then they get to you. And then you got to mold them a little bit more. And then they're going to be leaders, right? And they're going to fucking do. If I still have checks, I still have money. Fuck yeah. Especially if you're a fucking private. Especially if you're living out in town on your fucking piss poor BH and you're gonna fucking, you can't afford fucking baby food. You can't afford fucking diapers. I very, very vividly remember like the 28th, 29th, and the 13th and 14th being float a check day. Motherfucking float a check day. And anybody who's been a fucking PFC or a Lance Corporal or a specialist fucking knows float a check day. Especially if you got kids. And mama needs diapers or whatever. Yeah, fuck float a check. See if it fucking works out for you. That shit's probably gone now. Yeah, you got to mentor them, Gary. That's right. That's that. And there's, like I said, you're not their parent, right? You don't got to be the daddy, but you do got to fucking mentor them a little bit. You got to help them out. How many of those privates be able to pay for mentorship to be recommended to be ready for promotion? I wouldn't do that. I don't think that I could do that for money. I couldn't set up like a service and mentor privates for get ready for promotion. That's part of the NCO's job. The fucking NCO should be paying that shit, right? The NCO should be paying that shit. You want me to prep your soldiers for the board? You want me to fucking run a budget for your fucking soldiers? Motherfucker, you better take my fucking duty. You take my duty, I'll work with your fucking private. You fucking throw me some fucking cash money when your guy fucking gets soldiers to the quarter board. If NCOs don't give a shit, here's the deal. If NCOs don't give a shit, that should reflect on their NCOERs. This is what I think. Okay? That's right. Every private is different. Know your Joes. Now, here's what I think. That every NCOER should have one bullet from a subordinate and one bullet from a superior. All the way fucking up the chain. Right? One bullet on your NCOER should be from a subordinate. One of someone you in your first line, right? 100%. One bullet on your NCOER should be written, good or bad, and that gives you as an NCO the incentive to lead your fucking troops and do it right. NCOs are held to a higher standard, 100%. That is your fucking... We're in a process now, a thought process now, where we're no longer a wartime army. We're a peacetime army, right? And we've been moving towards this for a while now, right? We have been moving to this basically since the fucking end of the surge in like, what, 2009, 2010, right? Now, we have been changing the thought. When that changes, right, it goes from a rank to a pay grade. Does that make sense? Like, we no longer aspire to be a staff sergeant because we want to lead people. We no longer aspire to be a first sergeant because we want to lead people. We aspire to be an E8 because we want to make more money. And that's the difference. And you take these fucking soldiers, right, who are E4s, E5s, they want to get promoted because they want the money. They want to be able to afford a new car. They want to be able to afford diapers for their kid. They want to be able to afford these things, right? They don't give a shit about the leadership responsibilities that come with that. They want the money that's associated with that pay grade. And that's where we have to differ. Yeah, Dick, right? Someone fucking riled me up. Yeah, power and money can spell trouble, 100%. 100%. But that's why in a wartime army, when you start promoting people because of their performance on the battlefield, right? Whether you are performing actually kicking in doors, or whether you're an 88 Mike driving trucks, or whether you're an artilleryman calling, whatever your fucking whatever you did downrange. When we were in Iraq or Afghanistan, your NCOERs were written upon your performance. You were promoted on your performance as a leader, right? Well, now you don't have that. You might have some bullshit fucking field exercise or some shit, but that doesn't count. Administrative workers got left in that. No, they were fucking kicking rocks over there too, man. They're 100%. They were fucking working in the talk. They were doing their fucking job too. And they were under pressure, getting, doing their jobs, making sure you're getting paid, and fucking dodging mortar rounds, and fucking losing sleep at night, and doing all the other bullshit, and fucking taking turns in the talk, watching Blue Force Tracker all fucking night while units were on fucking patrol. Admin fucking did their job too. The only unit that I saw didn't deploy was the fucking band. You know what I mean? And your NCOER reflected at least a little bit on your performance as a leader, right? So now we don't have that anymore, or not to the level we had. So NCOERs are now being written on, he got all his guys to fucking show up to formation. None of his guys were late. Fuck that. Motherfucker, that's your job. Be in formation. Or whatever other fucking bullshit NCOERs they come up with. Or bullets they come up with. Oh, they got us ready for inspection, and we passed with a 99.9% and at our fucking unit inspection. Fuck your unit inspection. That motherfucker, yeah, he runs a first class fucking PFT or APFT or ACFT or A9T or whatever. Fucking whatever they call that shit now. Okay, he can fucking run, but can he lead? He can shoot, but can he lead? The only time I give a shit how well someone shoots is if they're a fucking sniper. You know what? Hey, I shot expert every fucking single time I went to rifle range, whether I was wearing a Marine Corps uniform or I was wearing the Army uniform. I shot expert every fucking time. Right? So, if you can shoot expert, you should have to fucking run a PFT. That's the way I fucking look at it. Motherfucker, I ain't running. I just be fat as fuck. As long as I put rounds down range. Anyway, back to story. Time to put the BFT antenna. Right? Yes. But we take these fucking kids, right? We take these privates. And it used to be we take them and fucking get them on IED lanes and fucking get them ready to go to work. Because who knows when you're fucking getting deployed again. And now they're like, I guess we'll go hang out in the motor pool. We'll move stuff out of one connex into another. Yeah. E78, E9 knows the field, not the people, now the ones promoted. Yeah. Yeah. Iron sights. Iron sights, fuck ACOG. You know, honestly, I never shot an ACOG. I had a CCO that I never fucking used. I honestly, like, I never fucking used it. I have pictures of me in Iraq, and all I have is my 203 and fucking iron sights. I didn't like optics. I still to this day don't like optics. So, but anyway, back to the story. You know, we got, like I said, God forbid fucking we get into another war. It took us a long time to get ramped up to fucking fight effectively in Iraq and Afghanistan. It took us a long time. I was there from the fucking very beginning. I can tell you how bad it fucking was. People were fucking running around like cheese with their heads cut off. Fucking shit that we didn't know we needed didn't work. You know what I mean? Fucking tent heaters didn't fucking work. Because no one fucking fired a fucking tent up. Half our fucking GP medium tents had holes in them. We fucking ain't used them in like years. They sat. We came from the Clinton era. We didn't have any fucking money to do anything. Half our fucking helicopters didn't work. We didn't have any money. Yeah, the M16A2 service rifle. Fuck yeah. Dick said I was iron sights, but they give an advantage, so I'm all in for movement and technology. You know, I agree with that. I don't. They didn't help me. So I didn't care. I didn't want the extra, especially when I was downrange. When I was in Iraq and I'm banging my rifle around a fucking gun turret. I know I had the fucking carrying handle, right, with the screws on it. And I took all my shit off and I put the carrying handle on it. So I know that fucking sight was accurate. And I didn't know if I had a CCO or a fucking ACOG in there, if that got banged around, if it got broken or fucking some shit like that. I didn't fucking know if it was dirty or fucking batteries were dead, or fucking some shit like that. I know ACOGs don't have batteries and fuck whatever. I had a CCO. If the fuck batteries were dead, didn't fucking work. I didn't give a shit. I just had a fucking carrying handle and it fucking worked all the time. Next battle will be how quickly our military can integrate and use AI with our machinery. 100% in drones. But here's the deal. We are 100%. Okay. Scenario. Okay. Something happens. Fucking Joe Biden wakes up tomorrow and says, we're sending everyone to fucking, we're going to fucking Ukraine, baby. Pack your shit. We're there. We don't know how to fight on that battlefield. Period. We've never trained to fight on that battlefield. We've never trained to fight basically the First World War again. Now it's a First World War with fucking drones, man. Joe waking up. Yeah, okay. Yeah, right. Okay. If whoever tells Joe what to do wakes up tomorrow and sends us to fucking just give Biden to lunch if we're gonna fucking told someone, right? Hey Google, how do I balance my checkbook? Next NCOPD. Yes. But okay, but seriously, if something happens tomorrow and someone decides that we're going to fucking war in Ukraine, we don't know how to fight on that battlefield. We are not at all ready to integrate into that battlefield. Not at all. There are weapon systems that we have that would very much excel on that battlefield. HIMARS being one of them. Basically, any artillery. If you're a red leg, you can fucking go out there and fight this battle, right? There are certain aspects of this battle that we would change. In the first one, we'd have air superiority, 100%. But yes, our Major League, we're not ready for that drone fight. We are not ready for it. Period. We would 100% turn the tables with our air power that Ukraine does not have, and the Russians so far, if you watch, they have not been able to intercept our stuff. If we went over there, honestly, if we went over like one carrier battle group, we'd fucking decimate them. Our talks would be decimated. Yeah, absolutely. We don't have any counter drone stuff. Nothing to the effect that they're working on it. Yeah, Russia's losing 1,000 troops a day. And they don't, but here's the deal, Dave, with that. They don't care. The Russian military doesn't give a shit. Could you imagine if we lost 1,000 troops a day in Iraq? We'd have been out of there in fucking 2 months. We'd have been gone in 2 fucking months if we'd have lost 1,000 troops a day. It was like a good spooky boy war, Ranger and above. That's what Afghanistan was supposed to be. Yeah. See, here's the deal. I don't know if C2 is gone, insanity ensues quickly. I don't believe that. Right now, with our NCO Corps, I think we still have enough NCOs who fought in GWAT that would fucking be able to take over. We are very, very, very good at that. We are very good at NCOs being able to lead the way. That was something that was really preached. And, you know, those of us who remember GWAT being in Iraq or Afghanistan, that, hey, this is NCO's war. You might have a lieutenant, but really it's fucking sergeant staff, sergeants, and sergeant first classes making these calls. Your platoon sergeants are making these calls in these positions because they're the ones who are the boots on the ground. They're just reducing the inflation cost analysis in their country by reducing their overpopulation concerns. Whew, they're doing something, buddy. You know what they're doing? And actually, it's kind of fucking genius. Is Putin is taking people from the fucking areas that revolt and don't really like being Putin and being under power of Putin and taking all their military-age males and throwing them in the fucking meat grinder and saying, bye, see ya. That's what he's doing. He didn't give a shit. He doesn't give a fuck about those people. Now, if it's fucking people from Moscow, people from St. Petersburg, if they were the fucking elites, he'd give a shit. But so we don't understand. We look at Russia as Russians, right? They're not. There are so many. Russia is huge. The Russian Federation is huge. And it's full of different ethnic groups that speak different languages and different religions and fucking different belief systems. And they're very rural and they don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. They just want to fucking live their lives and fuck their goats and fucking very much. If anybody was in Afghanistan, they're very much like the Afghans. They don't give a shit. They're very tribal. They just want to be left the fuck alone. And only when you start fucking with them do they fuck back. There's a lot. I saw the fucking demographic numbers. There's people in Russia who don't even have fucking running water and electricity still. And this is fucking 2022 when I did that study. Russia is spending, I don't remember what I saw, like hundreds of millions of dollars a day and losing 1,000, on average, 1,000 dead, 1,000 a day. That's not killed and wounded. That's dead, man. And they don't give a shit. They don't give a fuck. We can't fight that battle. We have to care. If we brought home 1,000 dead soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines in fucking body bags, if you had C-5s landing, C-17s landing every day at Longstool full of pallets of fucking bodies, whew. Man, that'd be terrible. We wouldn't fucking do that. Yeah, they have 21st Texas. I don't know. And this is the thing. We looked at Russia as having all this stuff, and then we found it didn't work. Is this news propaganda? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't get paid. I'm just an observer. But how do we fight that? If we got called into that, whew. Yeah, David, Russia lost somewhere around 500,000 troops as the war between them and Ukraine started. Since they started the war in Ukraine. How do we fight that, man? How do we fight on that? Whew. That's tough. What they say is being reported, I don't know. I watch a lot of like fucking Telegram channels and shit. I'm still pretty interested in it. And so I watch a lot of fucking shit, and it's fucking nuts, man. And it's fucking scary as shit, dude. Like, there was these dudes, the fucking one that blew my mind the other day, it was like 2 days ago, is these fucking dudes, they're in the back of like this fucking, like, look like a John Deere Gator kind of thing, right? They're fucking trying to get away. They had a wounded guy, they were in this like Gator, and they're trying to fuck, it's like a Chinese fucking Gator thing. And this fucking drone was following them, right? And this drone's got an RPG warhead strapped to it, and they're fucking chasing him. And the dude runs, he's like fucking shooting him with his AK, runs out of ammo and throws his fucking rifle at him because he knows he's like gonna fucking die anyway. And then the fucking screen goes blank, and it's like a spotter drone, you can watch the fucking thing blow up. That's fucking crazy, man. Yeah. And then did you guys see the fucking Marine Corps' answer? The fucking Marine Corps, what they've got, they're giving out shotguns. They're giving out hillbilly shotgun to these fucking Marines, and they're fucking like shooting trap with fucking drones. That's what the United States Marine Corps is doing. They're fucking pull, boom. It's fucking nuts, man. Isn't their economy booming? No. They're still selling quite a bit of oil, but it's at a greatly reduced cost. And I think they're getting bent over by China for a lot of their exports. Birdshot's the best bang for your buck. Yes, man. And that's what the Marine Corps is doing. And honestly, I saw some Russian dudes were doing the same thing. They had these fucking like AK shotgun things. That was fucking crazy. Whew. Man, I'm all wild up. I need me some fucking Popeye's chicken. That's what I had for dinner. Popeye chicken. Pull. Bam. Marine Corps. Yeah. We infected an embargo and didn't infect the GPD. It has. They've got some bite, but not the bite we hoped for. They had the problem they had that Dave was the problem that not the problem they had. What they had done is they had a giant surplus. Their government, unlike our government, saved a bunch of money for like a fucking forever because they own all the oil, all natural resources. The federal government, Gazprom or whatever it is, owns all that, and they were putting money in the coffers, and so they had a bunch of fucking money saved up. So that's why the sanctions have, and they're starting to bite a little bit. They are losing some. It's costing the war and everything in their economy sinking. It's costing them more per day than they're making, but they do have that part of there. Aren't they part of OPEC? No, they're not. I don't believe so. But they can't sell oil. Like they have like this shadow fleet of like old ships that's fucking basically going to India and going to third world countries. It's a fucking big scam, dude. We told Ukraine to stop. Yeah, because it's fucking because they don't want Biden to fucking not get elected. Oil for Cohibas. Yes. The battle zone is totally different now. That's why the Marine Corps eliminated their tanks. You know, yes and no. But I think the Marine Corps still looking at a battle doctrine of fight in the Pacific. They're still looking at fighting China and fighting in Taiwan and fighting that kind of basically their traditional Westpac kind of stuff, right? And tanks on a beach don't make any sense. If we got into a land battle, like I said, going back to if we went to Ukraine today, if we wanted to roll into Ukraine, the Marine Corps wanted to roll into Ukraine, I think that they lack the armored vehicles to make an impact on that. When you have two trench lines with a no man's land in between, and they're trying to fucking deal with that, I don't feel like getting rid of armored vehicles would be the answer. But I feel like the Marine Corps, for the battle doctrine that they're trying to move to, not having those armored vehicles would do well. Having and keeping light armored vehicles, Amtrak, stuff like that, but they're losing some of that heavy armor that I don't think that's the smartest thing for the Marine Corps to do, but that's up to them. I think that they should develop some sort of, and I know like the new Amtrak's got like a 90 millimeter gun on it, or they were testing like a 90 millimeter gun. They still need to have something that's got some oomph to it. Indo-PACOM and Eurocom should be issued PlayStation control drones supplemented with C4 to see what happens. Here's what I think we should do. Okay. I think we need to have, hear me out. We need to have like an app or a game that you get these kids to play. You get my fucking kids who are just fucking awesome at playing video games, right? You get all of them to subscribe to this fucking thing, right? And actually have real drones that fucking take off in somewhere like Ukraine, and they can fly them on their fucking phone and fly them into. How fucking fucked up but smart would that be? And they can pay for it. These fucking kids buy out. You know how much money my kids spend just to make their fucking dudes like different colors, different uniforms and shit? Could you imagine if they could fucking, if you could like give them like better, like upgrade their shit and you have them fly these and have them pay for it? Oh. Do one a day. One a fucking day. Just like, Be Real. You know, Be Real, I don't know if you guys know what Be Real is. Be Real is like, it's like a Snapchat, but you only do it like once a day. And it goes off at random times. Have that for this game, right? And it goes off once a day. The fucking phone goes off and they got to take their drone off and fly into a fucking deal. How fucking smart would that be, dude? $20 to kill Russians? Yes. $20 to play. Space Force is recruiting drone operators. Every fucking branch should be recruiting drone operators, David. 100%. Here's the thing, and this is where, and I don't know, like I said, I've been out for over 10 years now. But I remember like the Duke and Warlock systems we had on our vehicles and how that worked. And I'm not going to get into OPSEC about it too much. I don't know how much people know or don't know on it. But it was a jammer, right? We had jammers on every fucking single truck, right? And that was fucking 15 years ago. So I have to imagine that the stuff has gotten better. So I'm assuming, right, this is me making an assumption, that if we went into that kind of EW threat environment, that we would have they would be able to adapt that kind of stuff to fix it. Yeah, we could steal some Vegas clientele that rate. Fuck yeah. But I'm just saying, like, I think that they could. I think they could do that. I think we would have some sort of VW stuff, but I think that drones, as much as we resist change in the United States military, we resist change. Oh, it's fucking stupid. What the fuck gonna do with that? You know, we're gonna fuck do that. We're gonna kill people with this. We're gonna fucking do. There's a certain amount of lethality that comes with having that stuff that we just simply don't use. And I think that is to our detriment. I think that change comes slow in the military. Look how long it took us to get rid of fucking Humvees, soft-sided Humvees, and go and get moved into MRAPs. And they expedited that shit. It's sort of like 5 years. It takes so long for a new piece of equipment to come online in the military. Even if it's an update to a piece of equipment we already have. It takes forever to integrate that into and all the things. It would just be, even Ukraine right now is still using like off-the-shelf drones, and they're changing the frequencies on their own. Fuck crazy, man. Anyway, yeah, I think we should do that. I think we should fucking make some money on that shit. All right, it's been about an hour. We put a call out. I put a call out last week about hobbies. Sergeant Major Lee says, I'd be interested to see what DARPA has behind the curtain if the balloon goes up. Yes, I bet DARPA's got some shit, man. Like I said, I bet there's a lot of shit that we don't know about, that I don't know about anyway. If you're active duty, you might know more about it than I do, but that stuff that I don't know about. Anyway, we put a call out last week. I showed some hobby stuff that I did, and serious about this hour thing. Dude, fuck it, I'm not gonna be an hour. I don't know fucking long I'm gonna be. It's gonna be a minute. I haven't even got to the fucking stuff I want to talk about yet. We talked about last week hobbies, and you guys sent me some. I got we'll start with Moose's stuff. He sent us this last week. He sent me a lot more pictures, and I'm sorry, Moose, I don't really understand. I know it's fucking the stuff you did, but I don't. You sent me like a bunch of pictures like of wires and shit. I don't know how they're different, but I can see like this pump that's in this fucking picture right here and how it's different over there. So Moose got this espresso machine that wasn't working. But it's talking about DARPA stuff. And he fixed it. And he replaced the pump and the heater element. He descaled it. He did a bunch of rewiring. And cleaned the wand, and then did all the like a bunch of seal replacement stuff inside of it. And that is super cool. You know, we talk about hobbies. And I know sometimes hobbies mean stuff. Sometimes it don't. Right? I got them fucking stupid little airplanes that I fucking spend way too much time and money building, and then just fucking sit on a shelf in the back. He fucking fixed something up. He uses it every day. He make coffee every morning with that son of a bitch. That's fucking cool, man. He's a Batista? You mean a barista? Maybe he's a Batista. Oh, that'd be cool. The only pump I have came from Adam and Eve, right? But that's cool, man. That's interesting to me because like Radar would have threw that away. That might be a fucking $1,000 thing. If it didn't work, I'd throw the fuck away. If I wanted it that bad, I'd have bought a new one. But if it's broken, I'll throw it the fuck away. I don't know how to wire that shit. Ask Dick. Dick knows my fucking wiring. That shit ain't fucking cool, man. I will burn my house down. I will burn a motherfucking house down. That thing's fucking cool. That to me is very impressive. And it fits all the things, right? It's something he did. He enjoys it. And it gets you out of your head for a while. And I think that's why this is one of my favorite hobbies that we're going to showcase tonight. Because it's not something you consider a hobby. It's not people like, people are like, oh, what kind of hobby do you do? People are like, oh, I play music or I fucking whatever. Very few people fix things anymore. And I think that's awesome. So mostly that's why I fucking, that's why I think it's impressive. Good job, buddy. Let's see. How do I get up there? Anyway, Gary is next. And he did these scroll saw stuff. He got these. Does fixing heads work? Yeah. That counts as a hobby to me, buddy. He did these on a scroll saw, and this is 5 different pictures he sent me of. This is all stuff that he cuts out by hand with scroll saw. And then I'm assuming he sands it all down and polishes it all up and does all that cool shit. And it's very delicate and nice. I love it. Does he have race cars? Does Moose have race cars? Did I miss something? Yeah, I couldn't draw a straight line with a ruler either. Sorry, Major. You're right. These are amazing. And I don't know if you guys have ever used a scroll saw at all. But you have to like take the little blade out and like change it around and like do weird shit to like, you know what I mean? It's not just a simple like, oh, and cut it all out. That's actually a lot of work and a lot of planning and a lot of like, get the delicate details like in the feathers and stuff. Like it's a lot of tedious little work and cleanup and all that. And it's very impressive. The amount of detail is very impressive in those, Gary. It's very awesome. So Captain Wayne sent me 2 different things he does. So I'm gonna highlight both of them separately, even though the one kind of fits. But these are some photographs that he's taken. We showcased. He sent me the eagle with the flag last week. Here's some different pics. He sent me a handful of pictures. I picked 5 that I thought were funny or really interesting. I really like the buffalo. The hot air balloon is really cool to me too, like on the soccer field. That's amazing. That's cool. Anybody who's been around photography a lot knows how tough it can actually be to get cool things. Gary said those take 18 to 30 hours a piece, just him in the garage. That's awesome. Those are great, dude. Yeah, the big 2-horned kitty, don't pet those. Yeah, these are some amazing photographs, dude. Those are great. And then the other thing he sent me is these paintings that he's done. And I didn't realize I messed this up, and I just realized it as the show was already going. The middle 2 photographs are of the same painting. It's just a glow in the dark kind of paint on it. And it's rotated. I rotated the one because I wanted it to fit. Didn't realize that it's the same. The middle 2 pictures are the same. There's like a black light or a glow in the dark paint on it. But these are paintings that he has made. And they're really, really, really good. I've never been able to, I'm autistic. I'm not artistic. So I can't do those. So these are very, very cool to me. And I appreciate you sharing your art with us, Captain Wayne. Heath. Oh, Heath. I love you, Heath. He's going fishing, buddy. Fuck it. He said, I'm fucking fishing. And he said he does some amateur porn. And he thankfully didn't send any of that in. So, but yeah, that's it's fuck crazy. Yeah, sorry, Major Lee says the only art I've ever done is in porta potty in Kuwait. Absolutely, right? Yeah, David, isn't it cool? Like the skills some of these people have. Absolutely, and it's kind of, I don't know, a hidden talent or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's absolutely amazing. And I'm really thankful that we share these things with each other because I don't know, everyone has their fucking dark moments, right? Everyone goes through some shit, and these are kind of ways to deal with that shit. And it's kind of, some people don't even fucking know, right? Like, I mean, fuck it, let's go fishing. I mean, honestly, like, if that's something you might be kind of half interested in, and you go to fucking Walmart, get like a little starter set and a fucking bag of worms. You can get like, what's that, little fucking starter pole and a fucking little tackle box and a fucking little thing of worms for like $25. And go fucking catch some fish. Or try. Maybe get out of your fucking brain a little bit. You know what I mean? So that's amazing to me. People who can do that. Get into Finnish hobby horse radar. I think you'd be good at that shit. Nah, I'm good, man. Speaking of you, Dick, this is next. Now. Yep. Sorry, Mason, if you don't know what your hidden talent is, go try. Eventually you'll find it. Absolutely. Yeah, Davers, you're right. Inflation is real, but like the fucking starter poles are like $20. But I mean, they're fucking. It's whatever, little Zebco 33 or whatever. It's probably not even that anymore. But okay, so we see Dick's fucking shit here, right? You don't need that camera. That's a nice camera and lens. That's a nice setup, and he's got some amazing photographs with it. I've got two. These are my dick pics. But you don't need that camera to get some of these images. You can still take awesome photographs with your phone nowadays. I mean, you're not going to get the level of detail and quality of some of these photographs that like Captain Wayne had or Dick has in these photographs. Captain Wayne didn't say what kind of camera he's got, but I imagine it's probably not just his phone. With how much, but you know what? Hey, sorry, mate, I'll say this. I have my camera's not as nice as Dick's, but it's still a pretty nice camera. And I got it I'm in it for like $300-$400. And that's with some lenses and some stuff, cases and stuff. I get some pretty cool pictures, and yeah. I mean, you can be in that kind of stuff for like $300-$400. He's in South Mississippi. Nice. Yeah, dude, you're fucking bitch. I don't have my message pulled up, but my wife's photographers will get to hear about all the greatest. Yeah, right. Yeah, isn't it weird how like when we're interested in shit, it's fucking awesome, but when the wife's interested in it, you're like, no, it's dumb as fuck. Anyway, here's some more pictures of that Dick is some other dick pics. Some deer getting that little Haktua, fuck shit like that. Tabor says he really enjoys looking at numbers, Elliott waves, and Fibonacci theories, and see how I can relate them to things. That's awesome. Yeah, deer getting a little Haktua, trying to fucking. But yeah. But I will say this, like, you don't have to have a fucking $1 million camera to get some cool images nowadays. And I think that, tomorrow is the 4th of July. Everybody's going to have videos of the fucking fireworks going off, but we all see fucking fireworks. Fucking don't do that shit. But, Haktua. Right? Hey, Dick sent me that. I can't take credit for that. But no. Yeah, just travel, take road trips to relax and unwind. Absolutely. And like at the beginning of the video, that's me on a motorcycle. I ride my motorcycle to relax and unwind. I do little model airplanes, little model tanks. I fucking do this. I do this. This is one of my hobbies. I come here every week and I sit in my little basement, my little bunker, and I fucking, I engage with you guys because I like this. This is one of my hobbies. I enjoy this. I really do. I enjoy hanging out. Mount Rushmore, dude, I'm like a fucking hour away from there. I'm in Spearfish. Davers, absolutely. Just walking a good 30 minutes helps to unwind. Yes. And that is a great way. That is a great way to clear your mind and fucking just be awesome. Absolutely. It's weird how a little walk or a stroll or a hike is just a walk in the woods. Oh, fuck it is. Interacting with wildlife. Yeah. Come to my fucking yard, dude. Sorry, dude, you will like it. It's awesome. It's really cool for about a week. Yeah, whatever helps. And honestly, and that's different for every single person. So I was listening to one of my podcasts today. And it was like, it was a model podcast. It was on YouTube actually, but anyway. And they were talking about models and how people do them. How in depth people get in their stuff. And how it's different. Like, okay. And I'm going to use what I know. Go back to model airplanes. Okay. There are people who try to get as historically accurate as possible, and they will find a picture of an aircraft and they will match the markings and match the decals and match the weathering and the grime and the environment they were in and do everything they can to make their little model airplane as close to resembling. Like, there's guys who will like count the fucking kill marks on like a BF-109 and make it perfect. Right. And then there's people who paint them the wrong fucking color. There's people like I'm going to be in a group build. I don't have any of the pictures on this computer, and it's called the Wrong Markings group build. Okay, and so I took some BF 109 or Focke-Wulf 190s and a BF 410, and painted them like they were World War II U.S. Navy colors. What the fuck? Yeah, it'd be crazy with it. Have fun. It's art. Have fun with it, right? Yeah, if you decide to pet that kitty, get it on film. Absolutely. Fucking people flying with fucking buffalo. Actually, no, we haven't heard anybody doing that yet. Hold on, Rachel's. But yeah, fuck, this place is awesome, dude. Come out here. I think everybody should go out to Mount Rushmore, go to the Black Hills. Everyone should do it once. Yellowstone. If you've never seen something like Yellowstone, you should come out. Absolutely. But if you watch the show Yellowstone, I want you to know the auspice of the show is don't fucking move here. I don't like it when people move here. Just kidding. I don't usually move here enough. If you can afford it, come up. Give it time. It's still early in tourist season. You know what? Yeah, and probably starting on Saturday, actually, I started the casino, Dick. So I'm going to be up to my fucking earballs with tourists. Yeah, if you end up on the Dutton Ranch, that's fine. Just don't go to the train station. You're fine. But in all reality, like, there really are some amazing places in this country and it's not just, Mount Rushmore's cool. Yellowstone's cool. Fucking the Tetons are cool. Every state, yeah, nearly every state has something cool in it. Okay, backstory. I have a friend of mine, a friend of Dick and I's actually, Ashley. She came out from Texas. Never been here before. And I, at that point, had lived out here about 10 years. And I travel. I live in an area where my mom's family's from. So we came out here vacation in the summer when we were kids, and kind of like, don't go to fucking Rushmore, it's tourist trap. Don't go here, it's tourist trap. That's all fucking tourists. Stay away from the tourists. We'll go fucking. And I know all the back roads. I know all the cool fucking back places to go hike in that there's no tourists and places to fish and all that. And that's where my family would take me. So I was kind of always told like Rushmore to kind of shun it. You know what I mean? It's not cool. It's not whatever. All these fucking touristy bullshits. My friend comes up with her daughter. And I had a daughter. I have two daughters that was her age. Like, they're sandwiched together. Like, my daughters are a year apart. And her daughter's almost smack dab in the middle of them. And so all three girls were playing and having fun and whatever. And they were like 10, 11 years old at the time. And we went and did all the touristy shit. We rode the 1880 train, went to Reptile Gardens, went to Rushmore, did all the stuff that's super touristy, right? Oh, gotta go. All right, hey, buddy, thanks for being here. We'll be here next week, too. Be here next Wednesday. But anyway, so I took her and her daughter to all these places that I thought were dumb because they're tourist traps, right? But she got on the internet, looked all these places up, and I got to see how awesome this place was through her eyes. I don't know if that completely makes sense or not, but I got to see how much joy and how awesome, how breathtaking something like Mount Rushmore is when you don't see it on. My driver's license has Mount Rushmore on it. My license plates have Mount Rushmore on it. Half the shit in my house is Mount Rushmore on it. So when you see it all the time, every day, like, you don't feel it. You know what I mean? You don't get the thing. So it was neat to see it through her eyes. So there's a place like that in every state. And so you don't really get to see that. I don't know, dude. You don't have to go very far, I guess is the thing I'm saying. There's that little fucking touristy joint couple towns over, or there's that museum that you drive by every day and you think it's fucking probably dumb. Go in there and check it out. Yeah, we are creatures of habit, absolutely. But like, if you get a chance, like, I'm sure every county just about in this world has a fucking museum, right? Go check it out. You know what I mean? Go check out that memorial park that's got like an old cannon at it or some shit. You know what I mean? Or there's that old fucking jet that's hanging out outside a fucking VFW house or some shit. Go check it out. Just go see it. There's lots of stories in this country that's one thing I really enjoyed about studying history It's just all these. Everyone knows the big stories. Everyone knows like the Civil War battles, right? Or the fucking Revolutionary War, or like out here the big plains. But everyone knows fucking the Little Bighorn, right? But there's all kinds of other little things too, and little like family stories and town stories, and there's all these stories about everywhere. Everywhere has it. Whether you're in fucking BFE or you're in a big city. You know, if you're somewhere like Boston or fucking Philadelphia, like all the history has happened there. All the stuff has happened there. DC, anywhere on the East Coast, basically anywhere on the East Coast. Or you get out here, you go to California, and there's gold rush stuff, and there's fucking Western expansion stuff. There's Native American stuff. There's all different kinds of things that you probably drive by it every day. Don't even think about it. Go check that out. Go learn about your stuff, and then find those passions. Find those things that drag you. And I don't give a shit how strong you are, how fucking tough you are, all that shit. We all have those days, moments, sometimes longer, where you're in the fucking guts. You know what I mean? You're in the shit. And that space between your fucking ears is a dangerous place to be sometimes. And sometimes you just gotta get out of your head. You gotta release that. You gotta get out of it a little bit. And sometimes like for me, it's building a little plane. And for Gary, it's doing some scroll saw work or something. Or Captain Wayne's taking some pictures, or Heath's fishing, or Dick send me pics. Whatever it is. Like, do that stuff. Find that stuff. Take your kids with you. They learn more than they will in any classroom. Absolutely. And if you go fishing, take your kids and teach them how to tie the fucking knots and teach them how to fucking cast a pole, man. And honestly, if you don't have kids, one of the best things you can do if you don't have kids and you don't hate kids or you're not a child sex offender, go volunteer to help kids. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm on the soccer board. Okay. I like to help kids, like learn soccer and guide them. We always need coaches. We have coaches who like don't even have kids. Their kids are all grown and they grew up playing soccer. So they're like, hey, I want to teach these kids how to play soccer. Just to get out of their head, out of their scope, give them something not exciting to do, but you know what I mean? Go volunteer the Boys and Girls Club or fucking the Y or some shit. And like, especially us as dudes, right? There are so many fucking kids in this world who grow up that don't have dads and don't have a positive male influence in their life. And they're going down bad paths because they don't have people like us to fucking show them how to be a dude. They don't know. We get back. I'm gonna circle back to where we started this fucking conversation, and I'm gonna call her good. I was at the Y, and it got me 18 years child support. I heard that wrong Y, buddy. Don't eat there. Well, you can if you want, but but yeah, but generally, like, these fucking kids don't have fucking friends. They don't have they don't have dudes who fucking, and they're gonna fall into bad spots, man. Just because they don't have someone to fucking show them how to tie a tie, or fucking shine a shoe, or fucking go fishing, play basketball, or soccer, or hockey, or fucking football, whatever. You know? And if you can make an impact on somebody, that's good. You know, we talk about all these fucking privates coming in. I love my son. I love my son to death. And if you know anything about his history at all, you know it was very, very bad. Okay? His mom was into some fucking bad shit and he got out of it, but he still got kind of fucked up from that. And there's a lot of kids in that situation. And a lot of those kids go in the fucking military. A lot of the kids who are lost, a lot of those kids who fucking, yeah, Dick, you're right, he overcame a lot. Yeah, these privates can't even start a lawnmower. That's right. But honestly, they didn't have a dad to teach them. They didn't have a dad to teach them. They didn't have a dad to teach them how to fucking go fishing. They didn't have a dad to teach them how to fucking, they're just been an eagle and a hawk. Or how to ride a motorcycle. Or how to fucking fish. Or how to fucking do any of it. They didn't have a dad there to teach them that shit. That was a clutch. Right? Exactly. And they come in and we give all these private shit. but they don't have anywhere else to go. They don't want to go. They don't want to be in a gang. They don't want to go to jail. They don't want to go to college. So they come to the military. And that's when we go back to mentoring. Become their dads a little bit. Dick said his oldest is going in September to play with tanks. Now, Dick's kids got good dads. They got a good dad. Yeah, they're a product of socialization. Absolutely. A lot of these kids are a product of their environment. And that's why we do got to teach them how to balance your checkbooks, how to clean their rooms, how to fucking be people, how to budget their money. Some of those kids, honestly, they didn't grow up in a house with enough money to budget. You know, we talk shit about privates not making any money. There's fucking single moms making less than them, trying to raise kids. That's tough, man. And they grow up watching that. They grow up looking at that. And half the, you know what? I don't even want to know how many fucking kids I knew that were sending money home to their fucking, sending money home to their family. They didn't have any. How not to be a sex offender so you coach soccer someday. Yeah, exactly. Right? They do background checks too. So, but yeah, but seriously, like, you know, if you got the time and you got the gumption to fucking volunteer and help some kids out, absolutely. 100%. Yeah, you goddamn right this shit. And we've had some people not pass. And you know what? We had a girl they fucking pushed her out. Well, not from our soccer association, but from another one, because she had OnlyFans. Fuck that. She wasn't touching kids. She just was getting money. People were paying money to see her naked. Fuck it. Get OnlyFans, son. Yeah, you're right. Whether we like it or not, they are the future. 100%. And we got to do what we can to sculpt them. We got to do what we can. Because, like, when I was an NCO, when I was in, I looked at them like I was sculpting the next generation of leaders, right? When I was a fucking PFC, way back in the late 90s, I was told by one of my probably the best NCOs that I ever worked for. And he told me, he goes, Ford, you're going to have two kinds of NCOs. You're going to have ones to, and everyone's an example. Some are an example to be like, and some are an example to not be like. They're all examples. You take the best from every leader that you have, and you take their leadership traits and you make them your own, and you become the best leader you can. And then pass it on. Eventually, you have a good leadership core, right? You are sculpting those junior troops to be the next line. Eventually, you're gonna age out. You're gonna retire. I hear back in 1990 there are sergeants and there are E5s. Yep. There really are. There are sergeants, and then there are ranks, and there's pay grades. 100%. And like I said, but now looking at it, you're not only just teaching, you're not just forming the next leadership layer, the next generation of leaders. You're forming the next generation of Americans, the next generation of parents, the next generation of what we have. This experiment in democracy, right? That's our job. We form the next group. They form the next group. They form the next group. And if we fuck up and give them participation ribbons, we fuck up and give them some bullshit, we don't give them the respect they deserve, hey, that's what we get. We're reaping what we sowed. So, keep it up. I think we're doing all right. I think we're doing good. Parents, mechanics, doctors, lawyers, computer, etc. Yeah. And they all have mentors. And we can be their mentors. David Cunningham says, our troops watch what we are doing. It was an honor to see some of my soldiers get promoted to first sergeant, sergeant major. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, and we can't give them, don't use bad leadership as an excuse. We've all had bad leaders. Every fucking single one of us. If you have spent a day wearing a uniform, you've had a bad leader. And you've had good ones too. Everyone bitches about the bad leaders. Everyone does. Don't be that. Do not be that. You see what not to be. They are giving you an example of what not to be. Don't be me. Don't be them. Be better. Yeah, teach the younger ones that even bad leaders be ready to learn from. Absolutely. Everyone, you can learn from everybody. What to be or what not to be. You're learning what to be or what not to be. I learned how to be a good leader from bad leaders. Absolutely. Absolutely. Same with everyone who fucking, every one of my privates and specialists and junior NCOs. They saw me and they're like, I need to do better than him. They did, hopefully. Bad leaders are part and parcel of society through and through. Absolutely. There's bad leaders from the fucking, from the White House down, brother. From the White House down. There's bad leaders. 100%. But there's good ones sprinkled in there too. And there's good ones all the way up the chain. The Marine Corps was rough. Yeah, it was fucking rough, man. But I learned so much. I wouldn't trade a day in the Marine Corps. I wouldn't trade a day. Even the bad ones. I wouldn't trade them. Same with the Army. I wouldn't trade a day. There were some rough days and there were some really good ones. And some all right ones in the middle. I wouldn't trade a day for it. I would trade some shit to be able to walk right. I'd trade a bunch of shit for that. Give me my fucking knee back. That'd be all right. I'll take that. But that's a different story. Story for a different day. But anyway, let me go to we're gonna wrap it up here. So I don't have anything on the cut sheet for guests coming up, I don't think. Nope, no, we do. We have a guest coming up next week, next Thursday, July 11th. The Harding Project will be a guest on Sergeant's Time. Let me see if I have any bio information for them. The Harding Project is renewing professional military writing as a grassroots effort to organize. Oh, good luck, buddy. Wish me like interviewing for a state director for a nonprofit that helps veterans next week. Good luck. Absolutely. Go forth and do great things. That sounds great, man. Good luck with that. Anyway, the Harding Project will be here next week on Sergeant's Time, so next Thursday. We don't have any guests listed between now and then. Aviation was my happy place as a young troop. Absolutely. I loved flying. I loved everything about aviation. I loved the smell. Just the smell of the flight line. And anybody who's ever worked on a flight line knows that fucking smell. That kind of ratchety ass grease and fucking spray paint and fucking jet exhaust. Yeah. That everyone knows that fucking smell. I was so mad, dude. I had a fleece cap that I wore almost every day I was on the flight line. And it had that smell in it. And I just got out of the Marine Corps and I was dating this girl. Dick remembers her. Fucking the one that kicked me out of my apartment. Anyway, and she washed that fucking cap and I washed all the smell out of it. She thought it fucking stunk. I love that jet exhaust smell. Anyway. Nothing like the smell of JP8. Yeah, but not just JP8. Do that fucking the burnt, like the stuff that came off the fucking jets, man. Yeah, she was nuts. She was hot though. God, she was hot. As a parting shot, before you do something stupid that has permanent consequences, hit me up. Absolutely. Absolutely. Anyway, so that's the only guest we have next week. You have been listening to me, Radar, right here at the Smoke Pit. We're here every Wednesday. I am switching profession. I'm going from growing weed to being a bookie. I'm going to work at the casino. One of the casinos in Deadwood. That's what I'm going to go do. So I should be able to schedule it where I have Wednesdays off because I still want to be able to do this. This is like I said, this is one of my hobbies. I really enjoy this. We may have to switch nights. I'm not for sure yet. As of right now, I should be able to keep Wednesdays, but if we have to change, we'll let you know. Tomorrow night is the 4th of July. We are off. We're off. Go enjoy being Americans. Don't blow any fingers off. Show up next week, not looking like CQ. Now, Friday night, Friday Night Freedom tragically has come to an end. Cause has had to leave us to pursue some professional stuff and cannot no longer be the show. So we are without a show on Friday nights now, and I'm sorry to hear that. Saturday is a Donza Day. Day no spanky activities. We will be here. We'll be with our families hanging out. Enjoy your 96. If you are still do it. Have fun. Sunday is Sports Bar with the actual King, Smith, and Coach. They'll be talking about some sportsing stuff, hopefully getting ready for the NFL season coming up. We need to see preseason football starts August 1st. And we need to see if we're going to do a fantasy football league again this year. In years past, we have done a fantasy football league or two with our listeners and people and honor personalities from shows and try to beat basically Coach. And it's fun to watch Coach and CQ fight. So, but I think we're going to do, I haven't talked to him about it yet. We haven't really said anything, but we're getting close. Oh, we are getting ready for the Olympics. That's right. And we just watched America got their shit pushed in Copa America. Anyway. Friday Night Freedom, I could do that, but I don't work at the Pentagon anymore, right? It's from the basement of the Pentagon. We should do Friday night. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Friday Night Freedom. Because like I said, Cause had to go. I don't know if we're going to have another show on Fridays or not. I'm sure eventually something will fall in there. And it may be the Smoke Pit. We're not sure yet. Anyway, Monday night's a Monday edition. Aptly named because it's an edition that happens every Monday. ICE will be there bringing up some current events and whatnot. Maybe we'll have a new Democratic presidential nominee by then. I'm not sure. And then Tuesday night is Pop Culture Warrior with CQ. Talking about some pop culture stuff. How the new Marvel movie's coming out pretty quick. The new Deadpool movie. That's going to be fucking exciting. I'm sure we'll be talking about that. And then next Wednesday, right back here with me and TZ. Should be back next week. Yeah, peace, Armin. Hey, thanks for being here, buddy. We will see you guys next week. Ursula, you're late. You're late, hon. It's we're wrapping things up, man. Sorry, you're not. Sorry, you're late. Anyway, but we are here. We have a show Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 5 nights a week. We are here with a show, and we invite you to hang out with us every night, all the nights, some of the nights, whatever you can. We really do appreciate you guys being here. I so much appreciate it. I do this for you guys. Story of my life. Hey, you finished first. Just saying. Anyway, I do appreciate you guys being here. It's been a blast. I will see you guys next week. We are going to end on we'll do Tomb Bright Troubadours. Much love. Yeah, Ursula, thank you so much for being here, hon. Thanks so much. And we'll see you next week. This is being late won't haunt you for 18 years. Absolutely. Being late sucks. That's a fucking word I do never want to hear from a woman. That's why I got fixed. Yeah, we got my dogs fixed too. And then got drugs. All I got is a fucking bag of peas. That's some bullshit. Anyway, I'm turning you loose some Turnpike Troubadours. They are on tour this summer. If they're around you, go check them out. I'm rambling. I gotta find a plug. OCP. All right. Thanks for being here tonight. Shots.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Hey, this is SEAC retired John Wayne Troxel. You're listening to WTF Nation Radio, the station of choice for all of the badass MFers on the planet.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Well, I guess I was born with a gun in my hand. We'd walk the big clear cuts in the pine timberland. and I could defend the free. Oh, and draw me a paycheck and get a tech school degree. I said, hey now, Sergeant, that sure does sound fine. Well, a sawmill ain't hiring. Tell me, where do I sign? Won't you light a lantern for me? I'll be gone, but not long. Won't you keep a candle burning? Won't you leave the porch light on? Well, my hands are still steady, and they still hold a gun. And this is the suit of a soldier for your southeastern son. Well, tell Mom not to worry, if she's taking it hard. Never thought I'd see action back when I joined the Guard. Well, all this will be over more later than soon, as I wrote a letter beneath the big Afghan moon. Won't you light a lantern for me? I'll be gone, but not for long. Won't you keep a candle burning? Won't you leave the porch light on? Light a lantern for me. I'll be gone,